Yeah, this is your boy Invincible. I forgot to say my yo, but it is your boy Invincible, and you're tuned in to another episode of the Gentleman Club Diary. We got a spectacular guest. I knew her by Indica, but I guess she switched her name because there's something that happened. She's no longer smoking. So yeah, she goes by the name of Jules, right?
Yeah.
So how's it going, Jules? I mean, how you been? It's been a while.
I've been good. It has been, over 2 years since I've seen you.
Wow, that's been 2 years.
Yeah.
And for the audience that don't...
Actually, maybe almost 3.
Almost 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. All right, so for the viewers that don't know this, we worked together, and you actually worked when I first started managing the strip club.
Yeah.
So I actually met somebody at another club and they brought you over to the club I was working at. Mm-hmm. And at that time, you were working when it was like super slow. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
My question to you is, when the club is super slow like that, how do you really do you even make money when it's slow?
Not always.
So how do you make money when it's slow like that?
You work a double.
You work oh yeah. That is right, huh? You work a double. Okay, so yeah, so I remember the girls sleeping, not sleeping, but they would lay on the couches waiting for customers to come in. Do you remember anything like that?
Yeah, we pretty much just be around the whole time.
Yes, you'd be
We'd be like, let's go practice on the pole.
That's right. You would be practicing on the post. So would you say that when downtime happened, it was good practice? You would go practice. It was good for practicing.
Yeah, it was good for practice. That's pretty much when I learned how to pole dance. I never took lessons. We would honestly play YouTube videos and we just go practice on the pole.
You know, a lot of dancers say that that's kind of how they learn, is to watch YouTube, and they never really took classes. So that's kind of like the common thing. So if you want to learn how to dance, you just go on a day shift. Mm-hmm. So are all day shifts at other clubs, are they all kind of slow?
It really just depends. I feel like day shifts hit or miss.
Hit or miss?
You'll randomly get like a group of guys who comes in during day shift and they'll make your whole shift worth it. But sometimes there's no customers and you're just like,
Yeah, so what do you do when a customer, like say there was 10 customers in the club and you hit up all 10 of them and all of them say no, they don't want to dance?
What are you guys even doing here? Go home.
You tell them that?
Yeah.
What are you even doing there?
I'm just waiting.
No. So how do you break them? How do you break somebody?
Wait till they take a couple more drinks and then ask again.
Do you ask them to buy you a drink too? Mm-hmm. So are you still drinking?
I'm like, hey, let's take a shot.
Yeah?
You don't want to get a dance? It's all right. Let's just take a shot. Just try to get them drunk.
Try to get them drunk to kind of break the ice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I do remember back then there was only I remember we would wait for like customers to come in because we didn't have nobody. There was nobody there, and I remember you guys would be dancing on the stage, or if it was getting later, you guys would be sleeping on the couch asking to go. And when there's only 5 or 6 customers, or how does that kind of work?
I don't know. One thing I learned from the club is every guy has a type. So 6 girls could ask him for a dance, but that 7th girl's the one that he wants.
Oh, damn.
So just because one guy don't like you doesn't mean he's not gonna like the next girl.
And can I keep it real with you? Is I realize that I do have a type. If I was in a strip club, right? I do have a type. However, if that type never comes to me, then she becomes not my type. Mm-hmm. And there might be a girl that maybe is not as attractive physically as that girl, but she might be attractive as hell mentally just by her talking to me.
I would try to find the guys who I am their type. Make sure we keep in contact so they could become my regular. That way, when it's slow like that, I could try to bring my regulars into the club. That's pretty much how you make your slow days. Make sure you have regulars that want to come see you.
So how do you get regulars? Like for the audience that may not know what a regular is, can you explain, and can you let us know how do you get regulars?
So if you're at the club, you have a guy, he's very interested in you, clearly spends a lot of money on you. Like, it's better if you have set days you work. Like, I work Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. That way you don't really have to give anyone your phone number, your social media if you don't want to. Like, you should come back and see me. Like, come back and see me on Thursday night. And then when they come back Thursday, let them know the next day you're working. Just keep trying to get them to come back. If you could pick 3 days a week that you work, or whatever, however many days you want to work, try to make those your set days so people know, like, Jules is going to be working on Tuesday. We should go see her on Tuesday. So that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. So basically, you don't even need to give out your number.
No, if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable. Sometimes guys are weirdos. You don't want them to have your info. Or you could be extra and you can make a fake phone number, like with an app on your phone. I know a lot of girls do that. They're like, oh, I don't want this guy
They
knowing.
give them a Google number?
Yeah, because sometimes your phone number will give caller ID. You don't want people knowing your real first and last name. There's creeps out there. You gotta be careful.
Damn.
Give them a fake number or just tell them, oh, if you want to see me again, guys ask for your number, come see me here. I'll be here this day at this time.
So have you ever gave a guy a fake number and they still came and saw you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have? Mm-hmm. And what do they tell you? They're like, hey.
What happened? I tried to call you. The number didn't work. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I must have been too drunk.
Oh, dang. You gave them the wrong number?
Yeah.
So do dancers think customers are stupid?
They are. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Playing.
so customers are stupid?
No.
No, let's be real. Okay, the majority of customers that come in, do they have low IQs? Don't sugarcoat it. Let's be honest.
No, but I feel like for the most part they're there because they can't talk to girls outside of the club, so they're mostly gonna be guys that are insecure.
Dang.
That or they're just party guys.
Party guys.
They just like to party.
And who gives you the most money? The party guys or the insecure guys?
The insecure guys.
They give you the most money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've saw.
I like lonely guys that are there for companionship. They just want to talk to you. They want to vent to you about their lives. Those are going to be the ones that give you the most money.
Dang.
The party guys, they'll throw money here and there, but for the most part, they usually don't have money like that. So they only do that when they have their money.
So do you prefer, because back then you were a day girl, from what I remember. Mm-hmm. Did that change? Are you a night girl now? What's kind of...
I'm kind of like, I pop in here and there.
You just pop in. Why is that? Is it because you don't really want to dance or...
Yeah, and I moved. I live like a couple hours away, so if I'm driving, it's far. And
it's got to be worth it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what? Dancing does seem kind of like it drains your energy, right? Do you ever feel like your energy is kind of drained doing that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dealing with different customers.
I get mad. I start getting irritated.
Why?
Because customers can be rude sometimes.
Well, what do they tell you? What?
Or I don't know, they want to be too handsy with you, or they think that they could be overly opinionated with you, or they want to treat you some type of way. So like, oh, she's just a stripper, you know?
So they look at you like you may not be nothing.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, but you got into bartending.
Yeah, I did.
And are you still doing the bartending thing?
Yeah, I am.
What do you make more money out of, bartending or stripping?
I think dancing you can make more money, but bartending is a little more consistent because people are always going to go in to drink. People aren't going to always go in to get dances and to throw money. So you're always going to make money bartending. You're not always going to make money dancing because you're going to have your slow nights.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know how advanced you were as far as bartending back then. I remember we had like just barely, it was during the pandemic time. We had just barely like opened up and it was crowded, like super crowded. I don't know if you remember this day. And I needed help because we were like two over. Like, I'm the manager and I'm over there I don't know how to bartend. Yeah. And I think I hit you up to bar. You remember that day?
Yeah, I think I do.
And then
you guys were like swamped behind the bar and you were like, I was dancing and you're all, put your shoes on and come help.
Yeah, I said, put your shoes on, come right here in the back, come work with me. And one of the girls that were there, she had a problem with you. I don't know is there a lot of, what was that all about? I mean, if you don't mind me asking.
I don't remember, honestly.
She had beef with you or some. And see, that's for the viewers out there. That's something.
I think some girls just get intimidated. Like, oh, okay, it's really, really busy, and I don't want to share this money with you. Why is she coming back here?
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Damn, someone taking a dump right now. I don't know who it is. Someone just took a dump. I smell it over here. I'm just messing. Okay. So it's about competition then, right? Yeah. They don't want to share their tips. Mm-hmm. See, they'd rather be swamped and struggling than accept help because they don't want to split tips. But at the end of the day, having a second person, you're going to get to more people and you're going to get better tips because you don't have them waiting. It's not going to affect their tips that much, but most girls don't want to see it that way. So a lot of people in the strip club. So would you say that the dancers, well, that's the bartenders too. Not that they're stingy, but would you say that it's, what is it, greedy? Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot of greediness. Oh, yeah. I've seen dancers fight over $1. Literally. Have you ever fought over $1? It was $3, actually. Oh, $3. So you got mad because you didn't get your $3? No, this girl got mad. Okay, what happened? Pretty much, we were both dancing on two. I was here with the customer, she was here with the customer, we were at the bar. My customer was throwing money and her customer was sprinkling some dollars. Okay. And my customer told me, like, hey, your guys' money is starting to mix together. Sweep these dollars over here into a pile and let's scoot over a little. So I did that, and she's over here telling her customer, like, oh, this bitch wants to take my money. She got mad. Yeah, and I was like, what bitch? And she's like, what? I was like, what? Like, I'm right here. Like, what's up?
And the manager ended up coming. He split us up because we were going back and forth for a minute. And he was like, hey, look, I don't want no girls fighting here. I don't care what you guys are fighting over. If you guys fight, you guys both can go and you're not coming back.
Wow. And did you actually physically fight her, or it was just argument?
It was just an argument.
Yeah. So have you been in a physical altercation? Never?
I know.
Has a girl ever tried to take a swing on you?
That same day, her and her sister both tried to fight me in the locker room, but the security broke it up.
Dang. So you were about to get jumped?
It was over $3. I was like, dude. And I told her to, here, take your $3. And then it blew it up even more because she's like, she's throwing money in my face, blah, 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 blah.
Was this when you were working with me or another
club?
Another club? Was the club that you work with me, was it rowdy?
Sometimes, yeah.
It was?
I remember there was one night, but it was mostly customers.
Yeah. What do you remember?
I did see one fight in the locker room. It was funny.
With the girls?
Yeah.
Oh,
Were you there that day? Remember the little skinny DJ? He was the one that ended up breaking it up.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I probably wasn't there, but I remember there was a lot of fights in the locker room. You know what I remember? I remember this one girl. She had just barely started. She looked innocent. Like she had just barely started with us. And there was another girl that came from another club. And she could tell she's been in the game for a while. But she went in there on my shift. She went in there, beat that girl down. And I had to go over there. There was blood on the floor, broke it down. The other girl called the paramedics, the cops. It was a big old thing. I had to fire her. I didn't fire the girl that got beat down, but she just left. I never saw her again. But the other girl, she just beat her down, and I fired her. But I remember there was a lot of things like that happened. But that was the only fight that you actually remember happening in the...
Well, it was just... the girl was accusing the other girl of taking her money the last shift. I think that they were friends, and she was saying that she was the last one to go in the locker room after her, and someone had taken all the money out of her locker. So usually all the fights are over money. Over money?
No, there'll be fights over like people stealing clothes.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
You didn't see that? Did you ever see this? Girls will wear other girls' clothing?
No.
They will get drunk and they'll take their bags or something?
No.
You never witnessed that?
No.
Man, that was super common. Or people stealing their bags or something like that.
Only time I would see that is if someone got drunk and they left their stuff behind.
Dang, that's pretty cold.
Yeah.
So would you say there's loyalty in the club or there's no loyalty in the club?
It depends, honestly. There are some good people you meet there.
Yeah, you met me. I think I'm not too shabby, right?
Yeah.
I've been pretty cool, right?
I've met a lot of really cool dancers.
You have?
Yeah.
I have too, but I've witnessed a lot of dancers are like friends for a certain amount of time, and then all of a sudden they just, I don't know.
Because people are fake.
People are fake.
But not everyone. I feel like a lot of people think just because girls are dancers that they're this or that. But I've met some genuine ass dancers, like some really good people.
You have? Mm-hmm. So you know how the common stereotype is what we got from people, like viewers. They say, dancers are hoes and this and that. So are dancers hoes? That's what I want to know.
No, honestly.
No, they're not hoes?
I mean, okay. I was
don't
once
lie.
told...
Dancers hoes, don't lie.
I was once told that a slut is someone who has loose sexual morals. So I think dancers are sluts because they're making money off their body. They're not hoes because most of these girls aren't going to be their customers. Why are they going to, do that with their customer when they're going to get money just for dancing on them? Meanwhile, girls who aren't dancers are throwing their at everyone for free.
Wow. So you're saying you might as well get paid for it then.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I feel like they have more self-worth. I already know I need to have a high standard because guys are willing to do this and that without me having to have sex with them. Versus girls who don't work in the club, they're just having sex with guys for freaking a coffee and
so you're saying they should just be a stripper?
Might as well.
Okay, we got to ask this question. Somebody said, would you rather have 1 million followers like on social media, on all platforms, or would you rather have $1 million? $1
million.
Damn, okay. Well, a lot of people, I think the stats on that was, I want to say it was like over 75% of the people said they'd rather have the clout. They'd rather have the million followers and all that.
No.
I know. Why would somebody, not a stripper, not the strippers, they want $1 million. I know because the strippers are about their money, right?
Yeah.
You guys are about your money. How about dealing with getting because like a babysitter, because I know you have a kid, right? So what's the challenges of that?
Honestly, childcare has been one of my biggest challenges since having a kid because my family lives out of state. So it's just that's also another reason I'd rather bartend because I always make consistent tips with dancing. If I have a bad night, I still have to pay for gas and for my babysitter, so I'll be coming out of pocket and I can't afford to be taking those losses.
So see, a lot of people don't know the challenges you got to deal with finding a babysitter, and like you said, your family's out far away, so it's like you don't really have no one to depend on, and
Yeah.
then you have to pay a stage fee at most clubs, right? And so if you're working back like how you're working with me, you're only making what, $20?
Yeah, on a bad night. Yeah, no, you have nights where you really don't make money. You're paying your house fee, you're paying for gas, and then now having a kid paying for a babysitter. I'm like, damn, I just spent $150. I didn't make nothing.
Do you ever feel like, damn, this shit is not worth it?
Yeah.
You have?
When it's slow, like towards the end of the year, I honestly haven't really been dancing for the last few months. I've just been bartending because I feel like around November, December, January, February, it slows down. Like right now is probably going to be the better time to start dancing. Like spring break through summer is always when it's really good, and then in the end of the year it just slows down. So
This is, slows down?
yeah.
What about like private events? You ever done like private events? I know I invited you to one of my events and I don't know what happened, but what about private events?
No, I bartended for private events, but I haven't danced for private events
No?
before. No.
Okay, so bartending, I feel like you like the bartending better though.
Yeah, I think
You
I
do,
do
huh?
too.
And I think I could have swore that I wanted you to get more involved with the bartending. So you've been dancing for what? How many years now?
I want to say I started like 4 years ago, but then I took a break because I was pregnant and
Oh,
I
that's
had my
right.
son. So then I pretty much did it for like a year, and then I stopped for a couple years. Then last year I did it a little bit more, a couple days a week here and there. But then again, this year I started back with just bartending.
Bartending.
I kind of go back and forward. I think customers do that too. They go through phases where like, oh, this club is popping, now this club is popping, and it kind of bounces around. Because I know
Managers don't
for a
get-
while,
no
like,
one gets mad about that.
no.
No. But continue what you were saying. You were saying for a while.
I know, like, I'm trying to think of what Crazy Girls. Like, everyone thought Crazy Girls was popping for a while, and then I heard like Sam's was popping for a while, and then
Well, see, our club was popping.
yeah, during the pandemic, because it was the only one open because it's Orange County.
Popping.
Yeah,
Right?
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, for a while, this one will be popping, this one will be popping, and girls try to follow it, but then I feel like once it gets oversaturated, they move to the next one.
Move to another. So, but there's nobody like I would think that people would get mad that the girls are there's really no what is that? I guess dancers are they're freelance workers, so they can do what they please. But I would feel like there's no really dedication to one set club.
Well, I know the last club I was working at, they were trying to make more rules. Like, hey, you guys have to be here at least 3-4 days a week, or you can't work here. So they were trying to make girls go consistently, but most girls are like, we're dancers for a reason. We want to work when we want. So it didn't really work out for them.
Yeah. Okay. So another one of our Patreons asked that they said that all dancers have side dudes. Is that true?
Yeah,
That's true.
probably.
Holy moly's.
Well,
Okay,
even
don't
if it's
let your
not a
boyfriend see
side,
this. Don't let your boyfriend see
I
this.
don't necessarily mean like side dude, but they're customers.
Okay, they're customers.
Yeah.
But they're like a side dude because
You know, they pretend like they like them, they can see them, they spend money on them, but they don't hang out outside of the club, if that's what you mean by side dude. To me, I see that as a customer because it's not really like...
it's not a dude you're hooking up with or
yeah,
nothing.
it's not someone you would see outside of the club, but you kind of, in a way, have a little relationship with them because you flirt with them, you talk to them, you ask them how they're doing, they come see you at the club, and they spend money on you, but at
That's
the end
it?
of the day, you don't care about them.
Dang.
Like, you do, obviously, we're all human, like, you
Yeah.
have genuine care for them, but you don't like them
You
like
don't like
that,
them.
and you never would.
Oh, okay. So, guys, just to let the audience know, you can have a lot of money, but I mean, evidently that can only go so long, right? I mean, you can pay for a lot of things, but you don't genuinely like them, correct?
I think it just depends.
Oh, okay. Well.
You can catch feelings.
Oh, you can catch feelings?
Yeah.
So have you caught feelings for somebody that was paying you for your time?
No.
I would have thought yes. I would thought yes. Okay, what about like do you have any wild stories as far as in the VIP room doing lap dances or anything like that?
Just like basic stuff. Guys that are like, can I rub your feet? Like,
Yeah.
a lot of guys I feel like have feet fetishes. I know
But do you have nice feet though?
my feet are cute.
Okay.
You got to make sure you have the white toes.
Okay, so white toes, all right. One time I'll tell you a story about there was a VIP area, and sometimes us managers we'll go in the back and kind of watch and look what's happening. And one time I went to the back just to make sure none of the girls were screwing around or doing nasty
Yeah.
things that they're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
And this guy was wearing beige pants.
What are beige pants?
Beige, like a brown,
Oh,
like
beige.
tan,
Oh,
tan
yeah,
color,
yeah.
right? It looked like skin color. So I thought this dude took his pants off. So I went over there and said, "What are you doing? Get out of here!" And he's like, "What?" And he still had his pants. And I was like, "Oh, my bad, man." I said, "I thought I saw something here," and I had to make up a lie, but I felt bad because I broke up the lap dance. And
You ruined the moment for them.
I ruined the moment. Yeah, I'm not lying. So that was that. I might have been drinking too. Who knows? But yeah. So what about like bartenders? Because bartending, a lot of the bartenders would get drunk, and I would have to come fill in for them. Has that happened with you?
When I first started, I know I did get too drunk.
I think I remember one night.
I learned to count my drinks, so 2 drinks an hour. Because if I would drink more than that, I'd be like, la 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 la, like messing up.
Yeah.
And I learned the hard way you don't want to mess up, because if you register short, that's coming out of your tip. So
It is coming out of your
the
tip.
first time I messed up, I made sure not to do that again, because I was like, I'm not letting this affect my money.
Well, what happened too is I would cash out the girls at the bartenders at the end of the night, and some of the girls will owe like $400 back, right? And they're like, "How do I owe 400?" I said, "Baby, your register's short. Like you have to pay that back." They're like, "No, that's no way. My register." I'm like, "Shit, it's short." But they're drunk, so I know that they're either, I don't know what they're doing, either putting their money in a tip jar, or what's happened too is they've given a customer the wrong change.
Yeah.
Has that happened with you as well?
I think sometimes what it is they put in their credit card and they don't close it out.
They don't close it out.
Yeah. Or
Oh,
they don't
damn.
close out tabs, or tabs just don't get paid.
Oh shit! So it just kind of looms up after.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get into kind of like your hobbies. What are some of like a stripper's hobbies? What do you do? Do you like watch football? Do you like what do you do? Like we had that girl here earlier, and she was saying that she a lot throughout the day. I was like, damn. I was like, God damn. So I don't know. Like, what do you do? What do you?
I'm in school right now, so during my free time, I'm usually doing homework and studying. And I have a 2-year-old, so we spend a lot of time together. We go to the park, or I'm pretty much on my mom duty when I'm not at work.
So you're a good girl right now.
Pretty much.
So you're innocent.
I like to go hiking.
You like to go hiking. So
Yeah.
for the fellas, if she ever does become single again, she likes to go hiking. She likes her favorite food is cheesy bread from Domino's Pizza.
I like my feet rubbed.
or feet rubbed and kissed and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Do women like that? Do women really like their feet licked and kissed and all that?
No, probably just being rubbed.
Rubbed, not licked.
I'm ticklish, so someone starts looking at me, I'm gonna be like, whoa, stop.
So would you say dancers are freaks, freakaleaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a freak.
No comment.
So how often do dancers get turned on with the lap dance?
Probably rare. I think that's a rare
Thing?
occasion. Most of the guys that get lap dances are not attractive.
So are the whole time you're giving a lap dance, you're like, just hurry up and end already, hurry up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you never had no like embarrassing moments giving? Because I've had like at other jobs that I've worked, I've had embarrassing moments. You never had an embarrassing moment at work?
I fell.
fell?
Yeah, probably like 5 different times.
I think I saw you fall.
On stage?
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah.
No, I seen you. I seen your heel break.
I don't know if it broke, but I probably like.
No, it did.
rolled.
It did. We had to glue it back together.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember because it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I have tripped in my heels multiple times, and I did one time. I was like doing an upside down thing on the pole, and I put my hand down, but the pole was spinning too fast, and I fell.
Oh shit.
Like head first, I fell
Yeah.
in front of a bunch of people, and I remember just being like, oh, that was so embarrassing.
You know what happened is one time a girl was dancing on that pole. I don't know if you ever saw this, but her hair got stuck on the bottom of the pole.
Oh heck no!
And we were like all up, we ran up there and we're trying, this happened numerous of times, and we're trying to get the girl's hair out. We had to take the pole down and everything.
And she's all stuck on the floor like
Yeah,
this.
she's been, or one time we had to cut the girl's hair, you know, to let her loose, basically.
Yeah. Why not? Like, this wasn't my personal story, it was with my friend. It was her first day. I brought her to dance. She had never even been in a club before as a customer. And then I told her, like, go do your own thing. And so when I've seen her later, I seen her talking to this customer. She's like, oh, look at him. He's a piece of shit. And I was like, hey, chill. Like, I told her, like, don't talk to the customers like that. Like,
This is
you know,
proper protocol.
I know, I'm like, bro, it's your first day.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like, oh, no, he likes it. And I'm like, okay.
So he liked being called names?
Apparently, I think he was like he was a slave to a master, and the master was a woman.
Oh.
And he got caught cheating on her, so she sent him to the club to get punished.
Oh, dang. I think I'm...
Yeah, dude.
I know there was a couple of those guys that would go to the club.
Yeah, and then she was literally like, he had nipple clamps on at the club, was like wanting girls to like squeeze him, punish him, like spit in his drink. Like, it was really gross.
Gross. Have you ever done anything weird for a customer like that? Has a customer requested something and you done it for him?
I don't want my DNA in some weirdo's body. That's weird.
So you never done, I mean, not the spit in the cup thing, but you never been asked to do anything crazy? Besides sex.
This guy asked me to slap him, and I didn't want to do it. I told my friend to do it because she was down.
She smacked her?
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah.
She's all, do it. I was like, no, I don't want to do it.
No, I've saw that where the guys want to get kicked in the balls or something, and
that's so creepy to me.
They're down. I mean, you know what? You have a variety of people that go in there doing things. And what I witnessed, I remember there would be customers going in there. There was one customer, he went in there with a cape. He would always wear a cape.
Oh, I know who
you
you're
know
talking
what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, he'd put his headphones on and he'd be in the back listening to Screamo like...
Yeah, he used to go in there with a cape. So we know the same customer, right?
Yeah, he's funny. To this day, he comments, he'll be like, hello, my beautiful girlfriend, my princess. Like, all over my Instagram pages. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you're so weird.
Yeah.
But he's cool. He's a nice guy. I think he's a little special.
Okay, I wanna ask this on another tip, because this is like on a relationship tip, because I want to know if women like getting flowers. Like, they would get gifts, flowers and gifts and stuff. But do women like getting flowers from people they don't really know?
Yes.
They do? Mm-hmm. So that's something that you would be intrigued by?
Yeah.
You would? Mm-hmm. You would be like,
you want to get my attention? Bring me some flowers. Some flowers.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. You know why? Because I don't bring no girls no damn flowers.
You should.
I'm like, hell nah. Shit, you bring me something.
Oh, is that right?
No. I was just wondering, because I don't know. Like, are customers betas, or would you say they're alphas?
They're usually probably betas.
They're betas?
Mm-hmm.
But does a woman want a beta, or do they want alphas?
Alphas.
They do? So
well, I don't know, because it depends. Everyone's different.
But you want somebody to kind of lead the way.
I don't want to be the man in the relationship.
No, you don't, right? You want something to kind of...
But some girls like that. They want to be the dominant one. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be the dominant one.
Okay, so now we know that you want to be dominated.
Exactly.
In the bedroom, right?
Yeah. And in my relationship.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I'm out manning my man.
Mm-hmm. You know how homegirl earlier was talking about, like, she was into the swinger thing and all that. Would you ever be down for anything like that?
Mm-mm.
No,
unless a man trying to get socked in the head.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be cool. What about if your man went to the strip club? Would you be cool with it?
As long as he's not taking no bitches home.
Yeah. What if he said, babe, I'm gonna go to a strip club, but not the one you work at. We're gonna go to another one.
Can I come?
No.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be cool with it?
Yeah.
All right. So you got a good girl right here. All right. All right. As far as bartenders, could bartenders be trusted?
Bartenders?
Mm-hmm.
It really just depends. Like everywhere you go, you can trust people and you cannot trust people. I've worked a lot of different jobs, and I don't know.
So at a bartending, stripping, and all this stuff that you've done, what's kind of something that you can now look back at and be like, damn, I wish I would have knew this?
Just be very cautious. Like, if you feel like people are using you or taking advantage of you, they are. And cut them off. Don't stay friends with someone who's taking advantage of you for too long. Like, don't feel bad. Just cut them off.
Don't feel
There
bad.
are so many people who will be your friend. Don't keep bad friends around.
You're right.
All it's going to do is hold you back.
Don't keep bad friends. And what I've learned in the strip club, I don't think there is a such thing as friends. You do meet a lot of great people. Mm-hmm. But I think when it really comes down to it, as far as dancer-wise, they kind of come and go. I see girls come and go like the wind blows. Mm-hmm. And that's really what it is. Mm-hmm. All right, Indica. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Well, I want to thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we wrap it up?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you want to find Jules, you can find her at your local bar, your local club. She does all kinds of cool dances. She's just awesome at her dance moves, and she's good at making drinks. Even though she makes them a little watered down, she's good.
I complain.
Nah, she makes them good.
No, I just started bartending at Dirty Mike's Tavern in Banning. It's a new bar, and it's really cool. So you guys should come check it out.
Okay, so if you
come visit me.
Yeah, if you live near the Banning area, she'll hook you up with a free drink. right? Free drink. One free drink. All right.
Free
Well,
drink of water.
free drink of water. All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming through. Shout out to you. And yeah, once again, this is your boy Invincible. Thank you for tuning in to the Gentleman Club Diary.
This is Jules. Thank you for watching the Gentleman Club Diary.